on the previous episode.
Blitz champion 94 Bo Jackson arriving the 25th of November. So I don't know if Blitz is going to start on the Thursday and not Friday. We're probably going to get more information on that early in next week. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Episode 98 of the No Money Spent. We got a lot to get into today's episode. Didn't really know the direction I wanted to go, but Madden dropped a bombshell with some new Bo Knows content. We're going to talk some NFL. We're going to go through the legends, some investing. But first, let's go back to Saturday morning and check out the legends that dropped. Two really good legends. Richard Seymour, 90 speed, 6'6", and 310. That is an athletic trio of attributes. Raiders and Patriots theme team right end. I wouldn't really play him at right. Even though he does have 90 speed, I'd probably play him more as a 3-4D tackle, like how I play Aaron Donald actually at my nose tackle. That's where I would play Richard Seymour. And then Keyshawn Johnson. The big thing about Keyshawn Johnson to look at really is the route runner archetype. He's now the fastest route runner in the game. Jets, Cowboys, Bucks theme team. He might have another team there, but if you have Robbie Anderson, Keyshawn Johnson, Brandon Marshall, Plaxico, you rock that 50 out of 50 Jets theme team. Keyshawn gets to 98 speed. Robbie Anderson gets to 99 speed. So two really good legends. Now hopping into the Bo Knows content. We kind of got some word Friday that we're going to get an announcement on Bo Knows content Monday. We didn't really know what that was, but as you see by this tweet, Bo Knows legends and challenges will drop every Monday starting tomorrow going through the 3rd or 27th of December, which ends up being 6 total Mondays. We're going to get Bo Knows content. The first drop, we're getting 4 players. If we just keep getting 4 players every Monday, totals out to, of course, 24 total players. I have to assume 11 offense, 11 defense, kicker, and punter. So the way I think this content structure is going to go, as the cards will be in the background, you can see the stats. Bruce Smith, great player. He should be a right end, not a left end. He played right end. He did not play left end. Everson Wells, I don't know how to pronounce his name. But in terms of how this content I think is going to go down, I think it's going to be a lot like the 50, where we're going to have basically like 83 or 84 overall mini versions of these cards, and we're going to need like 40 or 50 of them for the set. In terms of investing, there's not a whole lot we can do with this promo because one, just like Harvest Part 1, Mosphere Part 1, it's kind of a read and react for the first week of a promo. We have to see how the market reacts, see some investments, because there's not really, it seems there are 4 new cards this week. However, looking at these cards, they seem to be in the time frame that Bo Jackson played football, which is the 80s, the early 90s. I have to assume that we probably are going to get some second versions of legends we've gotten this year. Dan Dierdorf, by the way, now the best right tackle in the game. The Charlie Young tight end, I talked about Evan Engram, why I loved his investment was he probably is going to be the fastest tight end in the game for over a month, just because he got that +2 speed, didn't get +1. Charlie Young, -1 speed from Evan Engram. But in terms of Bo Knows and like I'm talking about investing, there's not a whole lot to go off of because there's 4 new players. We don't know what the content kind of structure is going to be, how each card is released, and are they limited? They are unlimited, but like, are they only in packs? We don't really know. However, I will say the campus heroes and maybe some earlier legends we might have to target in that 80s and 90s frame, where like Bo Jackson, for example, Derek Thomas, Raiders Chiefs rivalry. Bo Jackson, of course, played against Derek Thomas. I probably have to think that Derek Thomas is going to be one of Bo Jackson's players. But in terms of like what we can start doing is kind of crossing off each position that we get a card for. So we have cornerback, tight end, I'm confused. So left end, cornerback, tight end, and right tackle. So we got cross off those positions. I think we're at 24 total cards. So 11 on 0, 11 on defense. We could probably go position by position, try to give some predictions. But in terms of like how we can invest, there's really not much. What I will say, what I love about this, man, Monday was the only day we had basically 0 content in terms of Madden. It was the most dead day. I pretty much didn't log on to Monday at all. I pretty much would just make my Market Monday video and then play maybe a solo or 2. Now Monday is very popping. We're gonna get 4, basically gonna be like double legends. We have Legends Saturday, Legends Monday. I love that from EA Sports. In terms of investing, kind of brushed over it. Evan Engram was able to pick 4 up as an investment. 579, I think 590, 598, and 600K. Really solid. Picked up 4 of him and picked up 3 Matthew Judons for 456, 499, and 497. Got a little caught late. Was playing some Halo late Friday night and kind of forgot. I'm like, oh shit, I kind of forgot to invest. Logged in and was able to pick up a few of each. And actually, Friday night, I was able to pick up some Matthew Staffords for under 290,000, lowest being 282. With Matthew Stafford, though, we have to understand, if you bought Matthew Stafford, I kind of gave a target price of under 285. He's a lot like Travis Kelce, JJ Watt. If he basically goes above 330K or 335, I think we just take our 10 to 15K profit per card. We kind of move on. We've seen with these kind of, I wouldn't really call those type of cards true limiteds, because there's only like, there's a lot that gets spammed in the block. You kind of have to understand they're cards and packs that, of course, once they are out of packs, you're never going to be able to pack them again, but they are very common in packs. So they're not going to spike up at a tremendous amount. The only cards we've seen kind of spike up with those type of cards were JC Horn and Brandon Marshall, just because those were kind of top meta of the line cards. Matthew Stafford not being that. So we kind of have to understand, just take our 330K, 335, and showing on the screen my auctions. I have sold off 2 Matthew Judons for 692 and 692 a pop. That, what, it's like 130, 140K per card. And then Matthew Stafford was able to get off 2 of my 6 that I have at 335 and 334, making, I believe, a total, basically, like, it's like 10 to 15K profit. But when you buy 6, that's going to add up, going to be like 80 to 90K. It's a really safe investment because, of course, limited, quick sell for 250K. Matthew Stafford really never be under 300,000 coins. So as long as you can get 320, you're breaking even. So that's where I'm just going to take the profit at 335K. In terms of some quarterly investments, some Blitz investments, I talked about it more on Friday and Thursday. It's really hard to invest in Blitz because you're just, unlike Harvest, unlike Most Feared Part 2 and 3, we kind of knew the content structure, what teams were going to get cards. With Blitz, man, it's pretty much just a blind dart throw. We have no clue. Cards can get second upgrades, cards can get first time upgrades. So I actually had a couple of Justin Jefferson, had a great game today, I believe 35 fantasy points PPR. I'm really actually going to look forward to, like the Denzel Ward, if Justin Jefferson does not get a Team of the Week card, really look to invest in him this week, because that pretty much is going to lock in and confirm that he's getting a Blitz or Christmas Day card. Hopefully, Justin Jefferson, if he does get a card, gets 93. He probably is going to get the 90 overall like CeeDee Lamb has been getting. But in terms of who I actually think is going to get the hero, I think it's going to be Chris Jones. He was the best player on the field in the Chiefs-Cowboys game. Dominated, had 3.5 sacks, a tip pass that led to an interception. We kind of see with the Team of the Week kind of structure they go. Current day hero kind of goes offense, defense, offense, defense. Last week was Pat. I think this week's going to be Chris Jones. I know 2 back-to-back Chiefs. Maybe I'm biased, but I think he was the best player on the field and probably the most important game that happened today. But Chris Jones or Justin Jefferson, probably the 2 candidates to get that hero card. In terms of, if you ask me, like, should I buy, like, I know a lot of people basically when the games happen, like last week was like, should I get Denzel Ward? Should I get cards that basically have been popping off on Sunday in anticipation for them getting a Team of the Week? I usually stay away from those just because by the time you actually go and buy the card, we've seen Justin Jefferson, he's 22K. You pretty much have to buy it like right when he scores maybe his first touchdown, just hope he scores a second and third. I don't really like investing kind of. You're basically like just buying a card that's already inflated. If you have Justin Jefferson, because I did talk about for the Blitz investments, he was one of the main ones. We're buying him for 6 or 7K this weekend. I actually sold one for 13,000, so I don't have anything in my binder. I would actually go ahead and sell it for 22,000 coins. Maybe you can chase your luck and maybe he gets a Team of the Week hero, but I would sell it for 22K. Take those coins. It's really good profit. It's a lot like the Mark Andrews, the Denzel Ward. Profit is profit. In terms of some account updates, I've been working on the solos, working on the harvest objectives. I think all the objectives for Turkey Day expired this Thursday or Friday. The solos will stay up. Daily fixins, remember, I actually haven't done mine today. Make sure you're doing your daily fixins. You get those Blitz bolts, and well, if you're no money spent, it's going to be hard to get Blitz bolts because we don't open packs, and I'm pretty sure that's how you get them. So the only way we're basically going to get them is by doing the solo challenges. Weekend League, I actually did play a couple of games this weekend. Unfortunately, was trying to get a gameplay for you guys, but it's Madden, man. Most of the games are just blowouts half the time that people quit in the first or second quarter. So I'm 4-0. I actually might play a couple more games later tonight. I've actually been enjoying playing Madden a little bit more. Maybe it's because all the new kind of current day cards, man. It's really nice playing with Patrick Mahomes as kind of the meta quarterback. Ever since he's been introduced like into Madden and like has become relevant in the actual scene, he's always been an escape artist quarterback, and that's just not really my play style. This is the first time he's had Gunslinger relatively early on in the year. I just really enjoy pretty much using Pat, using Tyreek Hill, Alvin Kamara, all the new cards. I really enjoy, like my friends always say this, they like more using current day players than having legends, right? Legends kind of get repetitive over the years, and I kind of agree with that. Using Alvin Kamara, Pat, Tyreek Hill, Robbie Anderson, Evan Engram, I feel like it's a lot more fun using current day players that are performing really in real life. In terms of some voucher exchanges, it's probably getting to the point of this promo where you have some vouchers, you don't really know what to do with them. In my opinion, I think there's really only 2 options. You either get the 4 times harvest pack for 6 vouchers, or you get the 12 for basically the 92 overall auction. If you are no money spent and you're really on a budget, maybe turn 3 vouchers into that 92 overall end cap, and you can choose a couple of the cards, Denzel Ward, Mark Andrews. But I'm going to go ahead, as a no money spent, we pretty much never get open packs, so I'm going to use my 6 vouchers, and I think I'm going to end up getting another 6, and I pulled 4 harvest packs. Pretty much what we need to make back for it to be kind of a W is we need to make 50,000 coins before tax, because that would be a 92 overall end cap for 100,000 coins. being 12 tokens, so we split that in half. We need to make 50,000 coins from these packs. I know it glanced over it a little bit, but we pulled, I believe, 86 Brian Burns, pulled a couple, we got 3 elites in one pack. I think we got somewhere around the 40 to 45k mark, but I did pull these, by the way, Saturday night while Matthew Stafford was still in packs. I probably should have told you guys about this a little bit earlier if you wanted to pull the harvest packs. Probably wanted to do it when Matthew Stafford was in packs, but that's going to wrap up this video. In the background, you're going to see I do this almost every night, especially going into the weekend. Like, I'm about to get off, and I think you guys should do this too. If your binder's a little filled up like mine in terms of some power-ups, right? I got some leftover set power-ups, cards we pulled from the basically get a pack method. I pretty much have, you see, 167 power-ups. I pretty much every night before I go to bed and get off, I will just list probably fill up my auction house. 20 out of 20 cards will usually be filled up with some power-ups. I found a Randy, I didn't even know I had Randy Moss power-up still in my binder. It went for 35k because of the 92 overall MCS Randy Moss. But make sure, especially with Blitz coming up, man, Christmas, we got season 2, really look to clear out your binder, get as many coins as you can. It's going to be an exciting couple of weeks. Now we pretty much have no days off in terms of content, right? We got Monday, we got the Bo Knows, Tuesday, Team of the Week, Wildcard Wednesday, Thursdays are kind of our Friday reveal and limited time cards. Then, well, the weekends are the weekends. Blitz might be coming Thursday. I don't know exactly that. Maybe we get Blitz Thursday, Season 2 Friday. Who knows in terms of that content structure. Really was a great weekend for me. UCLA won, Chiefs won. Overall, great weekend for content. Honestly, you got to give props to Madden whenever they drop some heat, especially replacing a dead day like Monday now with Bono's content. You gotta, it's very typical from EA Sports. It's very unlike them, though, for being honest. But that is going to be all for the episode today. Oh, last thing, if you're still watching this video, content schedule this week is a little bit different. So tomorrow we got Market Monday. Tuesday is going to be episode 99. Wednesday, there's going to be no video. Thursday, Thanksgiving, I'm not home. I played football in the morning, and then my grandparents pretty much the entire day until the night. However, episode 100, it's going to be a special episode. It's kind of like a documentary, episodes 1 through 100 kind of walk through how we got our coin balance, where we got to today. It's going to be probably a 45 to an hour long video. That's why I'm basically taking Wednesday off. Going to be prepping that video all day for Thursday to be in the morning, and then of course Friday, and then basically Friday I'll probably have a Market Monday, maybe 2 videos Friday, Market Monday and No Money Spent, and then of course the weekend is the weekend. But that's gonna be all for episode 98 of the No Money Spent. Rambled a little bit, wanted to talk a little bit Sunday, more of a chill day. Comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new. Discord link is in the description, free to join, and until tomorrow's Market Monday, peace.